Hello everyone and welcome back to our Bond Let's Play Ever 17, the Out of Infinity for the PC. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today, my friends, well, I have no idea what's going to happen. I thought last episode was problematic for a lot of reasons. For one, the power went out and we had to go downstairs to put the power back on, and that involved going into an egg-shaped elevator, which we had to drill a hole in, which involved us going into a potentially dangerous room full of steam. Yeah, there were a lot of problems that came up, but yet somehow we made it through because Tsugumi is amazing. I mean, how did she know all this stuff? Even the countdown, something Intro pointed out in the comments, even the countdown, she turned off or turned on, whatever, she flipped the switch at 17 seconds and the power went on exactly at 0. How would she know it takes 17 seconds for that to happen? Unless she is an engineer that works here. I mean, she does work here, we know that. But at the same time, it's like, do even engineers know it would take exactly 17 seconds for that to happen? It's just one of those things where you're like, something doesn't seem right here, but I don't really know what it is. But anyway, let's continue our story, shall we? Nearly an hour had passed since the power had gone back online. We gathered in the conference room on the 3rd floor. Tsugumi, Sora, you, Coco, and I was sitting in chairs, just letting the time pass. The rescue team still hadn't come. Our situation didn't show any sign of changing. Alright, she's a much better voice actress than I am. She is too. Today's episode of Ever 17, all the yawns, yes. By the way, the title is Takeshi Walking on the Sky. My yawn spread from one person to the next. Of course it does. Yawns are contagious. Only Sora had her head down and was looking as if she was thinking about something. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Oh, that's right. Coco suddenly started talking. When I was in the changing room a little bit ago, I found this. As she spoke, Coco plucked something out of her pocket. It was a set of cards. Hey, don't you want to play cards? I mean, we got nothing to do. Cards? So, what do you want to play? Let's see. Oh, how about Super Memory? Is that when you have like all the cards face down and you have to match them up in a pair? But that might be just regular memory. Not necessarily super memory. Yeah, exactly. Memory. What? You don't know super memory? You and Tsugumi looked at each other. You're kidding, right? You have to know this game. Right? Takepion? You know it, right? Of course, no, I've never heard of it. Nope, I've never heard of this game before in my life. I've never actually heard of this super memory game. I answered without hesitating. Exactly. You neither. Me neither. What? Are you serious? You know, Coco, that just means you get to teach us. I mean, does that sound fun to teach us new things? A glance at Sora showed she was shaking her head.
なんだ、みんな知らないの。
You all really don't know? Coco sounded pouty.
まったく、しょうがないな。
Jeez. Oh well. I didn't see any reason to give up. Well, if we don't know, then we'll just have to learn. Yeah. So, Coco, will you explain the game to us?
オッケー。そいじゃ、よーく聞いてね。
Oh, the music just suddenly stopped and she started smiling. That was kind of a creepy transition there. Okay, everybody, listen, alright? There we go, we got the nice music playing again. Coco started shuffling the cards brilliantly.
まずね、よく切ったトランプを
First, you have to shuffle the cards really good.
こんな感じでテーブルの上に広げるの。
Then you spread the cards on the table like this. She spread them out randomly so they didn't overlap.
そしたらじゃんけんをして、負けた人から順番にカードをめくるのね。
Then we do rock, paper, scissors, and you turn over cards starting with the loser.
こういう風に1枚めくったらもう1枚めくるみたいな感じで。
Like this. You turn over one card and then one more.
で、もしもこの2枚のカードが同じ数だったら、そのカードはめくった人のものになるの。
And if the two cards are the same number, then the person that turned them over gets them. So how is this different from regular memory? Super memory.
ね、簡単でしょ？
Huh? So it's easy, huh? Well, hey everybody, got it? Well, let's play. Oh, the dots. Oh, the dots.
神経衰弱
That's called concentration. Oh, that's what it's called, concentration. I just saw it as a memory game. I mean, how many of you guys know it as concentration or the memory game? I'm pretty sure we've all played this game in some way. Even if we haven't played it in some way with cards, we played it in some sort of RPG or PC game. I mean, heck, I was playing Slay the Spire the other day, and in Slay the Spire, there's a random event that could happen where you have a concentration game, and if you match the pairs, you get to keep the pairs that you match. Which, if you know Slay the Spire, that can be good, or it can be bad. Yeah.
ピロピロピンポンドーン。
Mental guts. Eh?
それは神経衰弱って言わない普通
People usually call the game concentration, don't they? What? Well, maybe in some backwater places it might call it that. Ooh.
違う。
That's not what I meant.
どう考えてもそれってピロピロピンポンドーンじゃないの。どっからどう見ても。
That game is clearly mental guts. It's obvious. What are you talking about?
違うよ。スーパーメクリンチョだよ。
No, it's called super memory
神経衰弱
concentration.
ピロピロピンポンドーン。
It's called mental guts. and I called it memory. So all four of us have a different name for this game.
メクリンチョだってば。
I said that it's super memory. Jeez, you guys are fussy. Alright, I know what we'll do. Everybody just calm down. We'll compromise and well, let's say we call it mental concamery. Yeah, that's it. Mental concamery.
神経
Mental
ピロリンチョ
concamery. And just then,
お待たせ
here you go. The kid came into the conference room cradling 6 cans of cola against his chest. The card game stopped. Oh, thank goodness, kid. You just saved us from probably an embarrassing moment of them glaring at me as I came up with the word concremery.
翔ちゃん、おかえり。
Hiya, kiddo.
お、気が利くじゃん、少年。
Hey, kid. That sure was thoughtful of you. You took a cola from the kid and popped open the tab. She held down the carbonation to keep it from erupting. Like a pro, she kept from being showered with sticky liquid.
あとついでだから
I got these on the way. He noisily set the 5 other cans on the table.
これも持ってきたんだ
I bought these too. The kid turned around. What?
これだよこれ
These. Kid was pointing to the hood behind his neck. I stuck my hand in the hood. There were 2 tuna sandwiches inside it. They were the sandwiches I had left on the bench during the blackout.
誰かお腹減ってる人もいるかなと思って
I thought that somebody might be hungry.
おお、素晴らしい。
Oh, great!
君って本当に気が利くな。
You're so thoughtful. You went over to the kid and messed up his hair affectionately. Aww. He stood there as stiff as a rod, not resisting at all. I figured his hands were probably pretty sticky from the cola. That was such a cute picture, by the way. Like seriously, look at that smile. I mean, look at both of their smiles. It's just so. I love this picture.
あの
Sugumi raised her hand.
他にいなければ私に一つ
If no one else wants one, I'll take one of them. Sugumi, unlike her normal self, spoke up. So, after all that repair work, it made you hungry. Oh, the dots. Of course, she didn't see any need to answer my question. Alright, this one's for Sugumi. I gave Sugumi one of the sandwiches I took from the kid's hood. Sugumi took it without saying anything. Then I held out the remaining one to Sora. The other one is Sora's. You don't have breakfast, right?
いえ、私はいいんです。
When did you get here? No, I'm fine. Don't be polite. I made it. I know it tastes good.
ええ、でも。
Still. Hey, I'm not kidding.
美味しいってのはココも主張するよ。
I'll vouch for its deliciousness. Aw, thank you, Coco. You're such a sweetheart.
あ僕も
Me too. Thanks, kid. Coco and the kid raised their hands. Aw, it's so good to have support. Sora, what? I mean, you can't eat my food?
そんなことおっしゃられても。
That's not it. Well, then what is it? Did you eat too much yesterday, or are you on a diet?
いいえ、でも。
No, but No, you have to eat, or you get weak. I mean, here, take it. I tossed the cola and tuna sandwich towards Sora. They trace a gentle arc through the air. Are they gonna go through her? Sora suddenly stretched out her hands. She reached out, but... Whoosh. Bang. Pshaw. The dots. Oh, the dots. But Sora didn't catch them. No, she couldn't catch them. She didn't avoid them. I was right, wasn't I? It went right through. She's not a robot or an android. She's a hologram herself. Okay, I mean, I was quasi right. I did guess that they were gonna go right through her, though. It wasn't that she was too slow. Sora was there with her hands extended into space. The sandwich had fallen at her feet. The cola had violently slammed into the wall behind her and exploded. The spewing cola didn't get Sora wet. The droplets looked like they flew through Sora's body. The sandwich wrapper covered the silhouette of Sora's sandal. It was as if the two had melded together. Huh?
ですから、私はいらないと申し上げたのですが。
Yeah, she's a hologram, my friends. That's what I said. I didn't need it. Sora made an embarrassed looking expression. What? No, that's what I... For some reason, I was completely stunned. I meant to toss them as if you were handing them over. That's weird. Your hand must have slipped. Did your brain slip, Takeshi? I mean, you can see right through her.
すいません。でもちっともおかしくはないんですよ、倉成さん。
Excuse me, Kurenari-san. there's nothing strange about it. But yeah, Kulak blew up, and is your clothing alright?
はい。
Yes. But you're stepping on the sandwich. Your foot. You got no toes, Sora-san. Oh.
ごめんなさい。
My gosh, sorry about that. And just like that, Sora's vanished toes reappeared. But the place where the sandwich was supposed to be wavered unsteadily. I felt flustered. I didn't know what was going on. She looks kind of flustered here too.
もしかして倉成さんご存知なかったんですか？
I guess that you didn't know Kuranari-san. Oh, look at this picture too. She's blushing. Oh, look at her. She's so cute looking in that. Sora was shuffling embarrassedly. Sora, what in the world are you? For some reason, you gave a huge sigh right next to me. And then... Alright. Now she's laughing at me. Yep. I am the butt of all jokes apparently in this game. She burst out laughing. I just had to watch because it was so funny, Kuranari. You know, you could have told me. I mean, she does work here. So she did know about this, right? You really don't listen to anything. What are you talking about? I was still confused. The explanation at the park entrance. Wait, did I miss it? What about it? No, don't say anything. I know. Did I miss it? What about it? So what? What about it? Yeah, like, I don't get it. What did I miss? Looking around, I saw that I was the only one who was surprised. Coco and Pipi were looking up at Sora with impressed looks on their faces. Tsugumi's face was, of course, blank. The kid looked clueless and spaced out. Don't worry, he'll forget about this in 5 minutes. Jeez, oh well. You was laughing at my bewilderment. Well, not fun at my expense. Tell me what's going on. Alright. Sora, sorry to bother you, but could you introduce yourself again?
はい、わかりました。
Yes, of course. The punctured can had stopped fizzing. Sora took a step toward us, carefully avoiding the sandwich, and straightened up. After a slight bow, she spoke.
私は茜ヶ崎空。
Alright, so here we see a better picture of her. Not so top frame heavy. She has a gorgeous design, by the way. And it's weird because in most animes, you know, she would have like blue hair to match her clothes. Or a little pink. But her hair is, you know, almost greenish. Which is why it probably came up as green. You know, in that first part. Or was it the second part? You know, one of the two. I am Akane Gasuki Sora. I see the name Akane and I get nostalgia.
正式名称は LMRSDS4913A と申します。
My official name is LMRSDS4913A.
このレミューの案内係を仰せつかっている人工知能、いわゆる AI プログラムです。
I am an artificial intelligence or AI program in charge of guiding visitors around LeMU. Oh, the dick. So she's not technically a hologram. She's an AI.
私はレミシステム内の機能の一部として組み込まれていますので。
And that's why she went offline when the power went out. I have been programmed as one part of the LeMU system.
手近な端末で呼び出してくだされば、レミューの館内どこにでもすぐに参ります。
If you call me from any nearby terminal, I will soon appear anywhere within LeMU.
また、全館に及ぶ本格的な RSD を採用することで、私の姿形は実現されています。
おそらく世界でも珍しいのではないでしょうか。
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Sora. My image reaches you through a network supporting this RST system throughout the complex. I think that there are few places in the world boasting this kind of technology. Oh, the questionable debts?
RST 確かに珍しいわね。これほどのものは他では見たことないわ。
RSD. This really is rare. I've never seen an example of it this sophisticated.
レミューの自慢の出し物の一つだからね。
It's one of LeMu's big attractions.
そっか。だからソラさんは停電の間いなくなっちゃってたんだ。
So that's why Sora-san disappeared during the blackout?
ええ、どうもご心配をおかけしましたね。
Yes, I'm sorry to have caused you undue concern. I had finally lost any sense of what was going on. The conversation had taken off and left me behind.
RSD って？
What's RSD?
簡単に言うと、半導体レーザーを直接網膜照射する画像表示システム。
Simply put, it's an image display system that uses a semiconductor to shine a laser directly on your retina. Whoa, that's pretty cool.
あ
I
あ、
want
なるほ
one.
ど。
I see. The kid gave a big nod. But nothing about her explanation sounded simple to me.
それにしても随分高度な人格を持たされているのね。
And it's supporting such an advanced personality. The surprising thing was that Tsugumi was actively pursuing the conversation.
仮想空間を生み出す技術にレミューは相当なこだわりを持っていますから、私の存在もその一環です。
LeMU is fairly perfectionist when it comes to virtual space technologies. My existence is one manifestation of that.
大きなシステムが必要なんじゃない？
Doesn't that require a big system?
そうですね。それでも20年前に比べればかなり小型になったのではないでしょうか。
Yes, but it is much smaller than it would have been 20 years ago.
どのくらい？それはどこにあるの？見てみたいものね。
How big? Where is it? I'd like to see it.
すいません。私の口からは言えません。秘密なんです。
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to say. It's a secret.
詳細なデータを持たされてないのね。
You weren't given the details?
ええ、そうです。
That's correct. Just wanna, I know I pause the game a lot, but I just wanna admire the artwork because no matter how many times I see it, it's beautiful. And I hope you guys think it's beautiful too. I love games that have good artwork. And this just shows that games can be art, you know? It seemed to me that the conversation was getting more and more technical.
あなたは衝動や意志を持ってるみたいだけど、自立した考えを持っているように見える。
It seems you have motivation and a will of your own. That you're programmed for your own way of thinking.
それは莫大なサンプリングから無作為、あるいは作為的に抽出して結果を返しているだけです。
Well, that is simply the selection of responses from a massive bank of sampling data, the results of which I give back. Wow, how big is your pool of data?
無作為。ああ、なるほど。でたらめなことをして褒められたら、それが正しいことであることを学習するのね。
Random? Oh, I see. You're a learning program in which positive responses are saved in that way and reused.
そうです。それに好奇心、集中力を有効に機能させることに関してかなりの配慮が払われています。
That is correct. I have been designed with specific emphasis on the functions of curiosity and concentration.
音声入力による形態素解析もおそらく他に例を見ないレベルで高速かつ正確なものを持っていると思います。
Morphological. 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 All right. sorry. I see the word morphological, and I had to just stop. Because a word like that, needless to say, it elicits a few memories of, another game that we played. Do they call it the morphological field though? Hold on, I am trying to look that up really fast. No, they called it the morphogenetical field. Or they just called it morphic fields. So, yeah, when I see something like this, I get a little curious. I'm not gonna talk about what it is, of course, because if you haven't played Zero Escape, I don't want to spoil anything because that game is fantastic. And we did all 3 games on the channel, so go check it out sometime. But anyway, yeah, morphological analysis from my audio input very likely operates at a speed and level of precision without peer.
あとはちょっと特殊な技術を使っている部分がありますね。詳細は企業秘密ですが。
There are also a number of special technologies used to create me. However, the specifics of these are trade secrets which cannot be revealed.
そうね。普通の AI ではちょっと説明のつかないところが残るけど、まあいいわ。大体分かったから。
I see. There are things about you that normal AI can't explain, but I think I get the picture. I really didn't get it at all. It was a headache more than anything. Yeah, that does sound familiar, doesn't it?
ところでソラ。
By the way, Sora.
私ね、実は男だって言ったら信じる？
If I told you that was actually a man, would you believe me? Uh-huh. Sugumi tossed a bizarre question out of nowhere.
邪魔しないで。私はソラに聞いてるの。どう？信じる？
Don't anybody jump in just yet. I'm asking Sora. So, would you believe me? If this game was 20 years ago, it might not be something that someone could believe, but in today's age, it's perfectly believable. And you know what? Always be true to yourself. If you want to be a man, hey, Sugumi, be a man. Be a man, be as strong as the raging river. Be a man. Sorry, Mulan is still one of my favorite movies of all time. And I just totally butchered that song, so now you all may hate Mulan because of that. I'm sorry! Don't hate that beautiful movie because of my absolutely fanboyishness around it.
いいえ。
No.
じゃあ、私の年が20歳を超えてるっていうのは？
Well, what if I said that I were over 20 years old?
可能性はあります。
Well, that is possible.
私は独身なの。これからも多分そうね。主義だから。
I'm single. I'll probably stay that way. It's what I believe.
ええ、そうかもしれませんね。
That might well be true.
実はね、たけしは3年前に性転換して男になったの。本当よ。さっき聞いたの。
Actually, I just learned that Takeshi had a sex change 3 years ago. It's true. Where is she going with this? Is she trying to test the AI learning capability?
それはさすがに信じられません。
That I cannot believe.
あなた、本当に優秀みたいね。
You really are quite amazing. Is she testing the ability for the AI to judge fact from fiction? Is this like a Turing test? Sugumi laughed a little. Hey, Sugumi, what do you think you're doing? I had to ask.
つまり、
I wanted to see
空は他人の嘘を見抜けるの。
if Sora can tell when people are lying. Yeah, I figured as much.
未知の情報の真偽を分析できるのよ。
Wait, you said all that and that? Okay. To see if she can determine the truthful information from the non-truthful, even when she has no background data. Exactly, that's exactly what I just said. And I said exactly like 3 times in a row, but it is what I said. I said to determine fact from fiction. And I mean, she put it in different words, but I love when
与えられたデータを比較参照するだけでなく、運や勘の要素も取り入れて自律判断ができる。
You know, I love it when the character and I are on the same page, right? She does more than compare and reference data with data in her memory. She's been programmed to factor in chance and intuition to make her own judgments.
コンピューターが自分で取捨選択をしてデータを更新してプログラムを書き換え効率化されていく。
The system is designed to make choices based on updated information and boost its efficiency by rewriting itself. Oh, by the way, I want to say thank you to Candace Quast, who, in the last episode, Archimedes Principle, she mentioned to me that I was looking for the theory called Occam's Razor. That's what it was that I was trying to remember. So thank you for that. The system is designed to make choices based on updated information and boost its efficiency by rewriting itself.
ものすごく高度なことなのよ、これは。
This is an incredibly advanced level of technology. Is that right?
はい、最新の技術が使われています。
Yes, my system uses state-of-the-art technology.
でも自分が嘘をつくのは下手なんです。そちらの機能はまだまだ未発達なんですよ。
But I am not very good at lying. My lying function is underdeveloped. So she's like a Data from Star Trek DS9. Sora smiled. But when you introduce yourself, you say that you're a system engineer. I mean, that's a lie, isn't it?
あれはただの設定です。私に設定されたプロフィールがそういうことになっているというだけです。
That is simply a setting of mine. That is how my profile in the mainframe computer reads. Oh, so that's how it works. In the end, I seem to be the only one who was flabbergasted that Sora was a product of AI. You was an employee at LeMU, so of course she knew. And Sugumi was always cool as a cucumber. I wonder why she knew so much about LeMU. I guess that she looked up a lot of the information in advance. I don't think that's in the information system though. Coco didn't seem to care one way or the other whether Sora was a hologram or not. She was just laughing and playing with PP. Absolutely, I can see that. That the kid didn't seem surprised? Well, I put that down to his circumstances. Everything is kind of new. Several hours passed. I was wondering what just happened. I thought the lights went off again. It seemed the sun was getting ready to set. Already? In the dark depths of the ocean, my sense of time had eroded. I checked the time on my PDA, finally making sure it was night. Nothing changed in LeMU. No one new showed up to visit us. But things hadn't taken a turn for the worse either. There didn't seem to be any impending danger of floor collapse, no, but we are starting to tick closer and closer to the 119-hour mark. We each spent time as we pleased. And don't forget, that could also be a 107-hour mark if things go really bad. We had long forgotten that we are trapped. I decided to go see Sora. It's almost 6:30 p.m. Honestly, I was a little confused. Sora was an AI. I wanted to know what RSD was. It might have been something I shouldn't have even bothered worrying about, but I wanted to ask Sora about it. Without really understanding what she was all about, I didn't think I would know how to act around Sora. Can you tell me more about RSD? You got my interest piqued, and I want to know more about you.
わかりました。お答えします。
I understand.
と言っても、専門用語を並べ立てるのはあまり意味がありませんね。余計にわけがわからなくなってしまうかもしれません。
But rattling off a bunch of jargon won't do much good, will it? It might just confuse you more. Well, I'm no technician. I mean, if you start throwing out a bunch of technical terms, I'll just get lost.
あ、それでさっき小松さんと私が話していた時に困っていらしたんですか？
I see. So you were completely lost when I was conversing with Komachi-san? Well, yeah, I had no clue what you two were saying. I scratched my head. I realized I was blushing.
あ、すみません。私言い方を間違えましたか？
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong? Sora looked apologetic. No, that was a good comeback.
ナイスツッコミ？
A good comeback?
ナイスツッコミって何です？
What is a good comeback? Sora looked confused. So when you say something to needle the person you're talking with or make a sharp or witty comment that makes them feel awkward.
あ、そうなんですか。ごめんなさい、倉成さん。
I see. I'm really sorry, Kirinari-san. You don't have to apologize. I mean, it didn't hurt my feelings or anything.
そうなんですか？
Are you sure? I don't mind. It was fun, okay?
相手に弱点を突かれたけど、面白かった？
Making a person feel awkward is funny?
それって矛盾してませんか？
That seems to be a contradiction. Well, it is, but it's not also. It depends on the time and the place.
少し難しいですね。困りました。どういうのがナイスツッコミなんでしょう？
That's difficult. It is hard for me to comprehend the concept of nice comeback. Forget about it. Knowing what Sora was a product of artificial intelligence, I was impressed that she was even able to register a joke. I wondered if I would still be thinking that Sora was human if I hadn't tossed that can of cola to her. To get back to what we were talking about, can you tell me more about RSD?
ええ、そうですね。実際に例を示しながら説明しますね。
Yes, let's see. Let me try to explain using specific examples. Yes, please. Sora and I headed from the rest area to the control room. As we walked, Sora started speaking. Weren't we just in the control room?
倉成さん、ちゃんと私が見えますか？
Kirinari-san, can you see me? Well, yeah, I see, no problemo.
私も倉成さんを見ています。
And I can see you as well.
倉成さんのすぐ隣に立っています。間違いありませんか？
I am sitting right next to you. You're sure? Well, yes, I'm sure. Positive.
ですが、
But suddenly Sora faced me and reached out toward me. And then, whoa! Sora's hand slipped into my chest without resistance. Reflexively, I tried to grab my arms, but my hands met with nothing. She's a ghost! Ah! My hands were in front of my chest, but there was nothing there. That would be awesome if you said that.
そう。
Yes.
倉成さんは今、私を見ています。
So, you are seeing me.
しかし私は実際に倉成さんの隣にいるわけではありません。
However, I am not right next to you. Saying that, Sora pulled her arm back, or her hand back.
RSD、レティナルスキャニングディスプレイ。網膜操作による表示装置です。
RSD stands for Retinal Scanning Display.
この表示装置には表示部がありません。
The display device is not actually a display.
網膜に向けて出力の弱いレーザーが照射されているのです。
Rather, a weak laser is aimed at the retina. Retina? You mean my eye?
はい。
Yes.
各部屋や通路の天井には半導体レーザーの出力装置がついています。
In the ceiling of each room and corridor are semiconductor laser output devices.
それで倉成さんの網膜自体に直接画像を映し出しているってことになりますね。
So the image is being directly reflected onto your retina. Image?
ええ、はい、私の画像です。
Yes, my image. Directly on my retina?
一般的なホノグラフィックスクリーンは背後にある物体を透過してしまいますが、
Holographic screens typically allow for the objects behind them to be visible.
眼球そのものを仮想画面として扱い、また周囲背景と合成した画像を高速で送り続けることで、その問題はクリアされています。
This system uses the eyeball as a virtual screen and continuously sends an image synthesized with the background scenery. Well, what about your voice? Sounds like your voice is coming from where your mouth appears. We arrived at the rest area and I sat on the nearby bench. Oh, I guess we were going from the command center to the rest area. Wow, I completely messed that one up. Sora continues standing in front of me. Sora, why don't you sit down?
私疲れませんから立ったままで平気です。
I don't get tired, so I'm fine standing. I understand that, but it makes me a bit uneasy. Makes me feel like you were straining yourself or something.
そうですか。では失礼します。
Is that right? Then excuse me. Sora slowly sat down to the left of me. I didn't feel the bench move under her weight. But looking at her, she was definitely sitting.
声の話でしたよね。
We were talking about my voice. Well, that's right.
倉成さん、3D サウンドって聞いたことはないですか？
Have you ever heard 3D sound? 3D sound?
ヘッドホンをつけて音楽を聞いたことは？
Have you ever listened to music using headphones? Well, of course I have.
その時、音楽はどこで鳴っているように聞こえましたか？
When you do, where does it sound like the music is coming from? Inside my head, I guess.
そうですよね。大抵の人は音が後頭部の中心あたりで鳴っているように聞こえるはずです。
That's right. Most people hear the sound as if it is reverberating inside the center of their head toward the back.
でも、実際には音が頭の中で鳴っているわけではない。
But the sound is not actually coming from inside your head. Well, I guess not.
これを応用して左右の音量調節および反響音のシュミレートを的確に行うことができれば
But if you could apply this knowledge and adjust the volume from the left and the right to accurately stimulate this reverberating sound,
前後左右上下どの方角からでも音が聞こえているように錯覚させることができます。
then you could create the illusion that a sound was coming from above or below, left or right, any direction. Oh, I see. So you mean the voice converters? I still have both of them in my ears. I removed them. They're about the size of the tip of my little finger. In front of me, Sora's mouth moved soundlessly. Clever. It was like I couldn't hear her voice. But that wasn't all. Then her image started to get a little fuzzy. Huh? When I replaced the voice converters, Sora returned to normal.
投影する映像の定位の修正を左右対になった変換器の位置で行っているんです。
The image's position is based on the location of the voice converters.
倉成さんがどこにいてどちらの方向を向いているのか。
So wherever you stand and whichever direction you face,
レミはそれを常に館内のセンサーと変換器からのデータを用いてミリ単位で計測しています。
Lemmy is constantly using sensors around the complex that monitor the position of the voice converters to the millimeter.
ですから私が倉成さんの背後20メートルの位置にいるときには
So that when I am 20 meters behind you,
ちゃんと倉成さんの背後20メートルの位置にいるかのように音声が聞こえるようになっているのです。
my voice will sound as if I'm exactly 20 meters behind you. Aww! Game, you missed your opportunity to say 17 meters.
右にいるときには右から左にいるときには左から
When I am to the right, sound comes from the right. When I am to the left, sound comes from the left.
下にいるときには下から
When I am under you, sound comes from under. When you're under, comfortable for me. Out the dots. Oh, them red-faced duds. Well.
とにかくそういうことなんです。わかりました？
Anyway, that is how it works. Do you understand? I think it's really cool. I want one. Oh, the dots.
倉成さん、今度はちょっと左を向いてみてください。
Kurenari-san, now try to face a little to the left. I faced to the left as she said. Sora stood and moved around to my right.
さっき私はレミが倉成さんの位置と向きを常に把握していると言いましたが
Just a moment ago, I said that Lemmy is constantly monitoring your position and the direction you are facing.
同時に倉成さんの眼球の動きと位置も常に計測し入力しているのです。
At the same time, Lemmy is also monitoring the position of your eyeballs.
ですから倉成さんが動いても私は同じ場所に立っているように見えます
So that even if you move, I shall appear in the same place.
そう見えるような画像をレミがスキャンしているということです
This means that Lemmy scans the image onto your eye in this way. You know, that's really insane if you think about it, because she was talking to whole groups. So Lemmy was doing this for every single person in the group. So, you can be made to suddenly disappear or reappear in another place?
見たいですか
Do you want to see it? No, I think I'll pass. Oh, I want to see it! I heard someone come running up to us.
タケピョンタケピョン
Oh, Takepion? Aww. The small footsteps were those of Coco and Pee-Pee.
ねえねえタケピョンソラさん見なかった
Hey, Takepion, have you seen Sora-san around? What are you talking about? She's like right in front of you.
目の前
Right in front?
誰もいないじゃん
But there's nobody there. Why can't you see her? Do you not have your earphones in? Or whatever they're called? Huh? Coco tilted her head questioningly as she said that.
まあいいやまた後でね
Oh well, I'll see you later. After looking around as Coco left, Sora was still standing right next to me. Coco hadn't been able to see Sora. No, that wasn't it. So, that's it. So your image wasn't being scanned onto retina. Ah,
さすが飲み込みが早いですね
there you go. You're quick to pick it up. So you can actually control who you want to be seen by.
通常私の姿はここにいる5人の方の網膜に映し出されています
Normally, my image is scanned on the eyes of all 5 of you.
同じ場所にいて同じ動きをして同じことを喋っているように整合性を保ちながら
It is coordinated so that it looks to everyone like I am in the same place, doing the same movement and saying the same thing.
だけどそうではないように見せることも可能なのです
But this is also possible to show you something else.
例えば
For example,
ソラさんこんなとこにいたんだ
oh, Sora-san, there you are. Coco's voice came from behind me. Looking back, I saw Coco looking toward the flower bed and speaking. Oh, so to Coco, it looks like Sora's in front of that flower bed, huh? Hey, Sora? I didn't see Sora anywhere.
そうなのだからソラさんに
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to you.
違うそうじゃなくて
Huh? No, that's not what I... So it looks like she's talking to herself.
あれを持ってくればいいのね
Oh, I see. You want me to bring it? Coco was continuing her conversation with Sora.
わかったナッキにも言っとくそれじゃあね
Okay, I understand. I'll go tell Nakyu. See you later. Coco ran off somewhere, and Pee-Pee followed her.
こういうこともできるわけです
So, I can do this kind of thing as well. Sora suddenly appeared before me. Wow! It's kind of like you're a ghost. Yes! Yes, he said it! Oh, I'm so happy he said that. I am. Like I said, I've been hoping that he'd say this.
ええよく言われます
Yes, I hear that a lot.
同じ場所にいて同じものを見ているにもかかわらずある人には見えてある人には見えない存在
Being in the same place and looking at the same thing, only some people can see it and some people can't.
私は見たことはありませんがもし本当に幽霊みたいなものがいるとするなら
I've never seen one, but if ghosts really do exist,
それはきっと私と同じような存在なのでしょう
I imagine they exist much the way that I do. Now I get it. But there is something that bothers me.
何でしょう
What is that? Sora, so you can't be in more than one place at a time? For example, you couldn't be in one room talking to me and another talking with Coco?
理論上は可能です
Theoretically, it is possible.
しかし私の場合それはできない仕様になっています
However, the way that I am designed, I can't do that. Well, why not?
お客様にリアリティを感じていただくためだと思われます。
I imagine it is to help maintain an image of reality for visitors. Okay, so she's not Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen.
世界中に空という存在はたった一人しかいない。
So that there is only one Sora in the world. I think that's a great thing.
そういう設定にしておかないと、お客様の中には混乱なされる方もいらっしゃいますし。
Without that kind of setting, visitors would get confused. Eh?
それと制作者のポリシーですね。
That, and it was the policy of my designer. Was your designer Yu's father?
私を独立した人格を持った一個のキャラクターとして扱おうとした制作者のポリシー。
The policy of my designer was to create me as a character with an independent personality.
そういえばユナイテッドランドのキャラクターも同様だと聞いたことがありますね。
That reminds me, I have heard the same thing about the United Land characters. I don't know what
館
that
内に
is.
着ぐるみのマスコットは1体ずつ。
There is only one of each character in the park. You know what's interesting? If you ever go to like Disney World and you meet a character in a costume, they have to learn how to like do everything exactly the same way as anyone else playing that character. So for example, Donald Duck. I went to Disney World and I got Donald Duck to sign my Donald Duck hat. Yes, I'm a huge Donald Duck fan. You know, he's a flightless bird, so we have some kinship there. But anyway, I was a huge Donald Duck fan growing up, and I still am. I had Donald Duck sign my hat, and he signed it, #1 fan Donald Duck. And the thing is, his signature is the same signature as any other Donald Duck, because you have to learn how to do everything exactly the same as everyone else. Or at least that's what I've been told. I could be wrong. If you work at Disney and you're like, FlightlessBird, you're wrong about that, let me know. But, you know, that's just what I've been told, and I thought it was really interesting.
物語の中と同じように同じ種類のキャラクターが2箇所に存在しないように配慮されているそうですよ。
Like in a story, there can't be any one character in two places at the same time. Are you sure about that? Because, you know, yeah, I guess so. I mean, even in some of the crazy games we've played, I don't think we've ever had two characters in the same spot, have we? Kind of? I mean, not necessarily the same exact character, but the same person? Ugh. It's kind of a stretch there, FlightlessBird. Yeah, I know. Anyway. Sora had some more work to do, so I saw her to the control room. It seems strange that Sora, who could teleport anywhere instantly, was walking and submitting reality. Maybe she was doing it to humor me. Yeah, probably so. I was wondering about that laser retina scan. So if I was in a place that the laser couldn't reach, then I couldn't see you?
もちろんそうです。ですが、
Of course not, but...
出力装置は館内のすべての部屋に設置されていますし、光線を反射させるためのミラーも壁、天井、床の構造材に埋め込まれています。
The scanning devices are located in every room of the complex, and there are mirrors embedded on the walls, ceilings, and floors to reflect the images.
ほとんどどこにいても私の姿を見せることは可能なはずです。
So almost no matter where you are, I can be displayed. So, there are no, blind spots?
そういう設定になっています。
That's the way it was designed. I can almost guarantee you there's gonna be some blind spots in this game, isn't
け
there?
れど、致命的な欠点が一つだけあります。
However, there is one major flaw. Flaw?
私は
I
誰かに見られることによって初めて具現化することができるのです。
am only seen when someone looks at me. Yeah, it's gotta be a tough existence, you know? Oh, by the way, I just noticed for the first time it actually says LeMU on her sleeves. Very, very cool. What?
誰も私のことを見ていなければ私は存在しないも同然。
I mean that I cease to exist when no one is looking at me. That's sad. Yeah, that's really sad. I mean, she looks sad when she says it.
例えばここにいる5人全員が一斉にまぶたを閉じたりしたら
For example, if the 5 of you here all close your eyes at once.
その瞬間 私の姿はどこにも存在しなくなってしまうのです。
At that moment, I would cease to exist. Well, then how do you exist when we're sleeping? Oh, I guess she doesn't. Oh, the ducks. I casually held up my hand in front of my eyes. I covered my view forward and looked down near my feet. There was no sign of Sora next to me, as it was as if she had vanished or had never been there in the first place. Surprised, I removed my hand, and Sora reappeared in the corridor. The outline of Sora's sandals blurred dimly in the
誰
water.
かが私を見る。
Someone has to see me.
その行為があって初めて私は姿を現すことができる。
I had to be seen in order to exist.
視線、
Vision.
誰かの視点が私を作るのです。
Someone's perspective actually creates me.
倉成さん、あなたが目を閉じたとき、私は消えてなくなるのです。
When you close your eyes, I disappear. When we entered the control room, I heard it being called from the console.
倉成さん、それでは
Well, Kirinari-san,
レミに呼ばれてしまいましたので、少しの間ですが行ってきますね。
LeMU is calling for me, so I'll leave and then come back shortly. And saying that, Sora disappeared. Only the three-dimensional hologram depicting LeMU hovered slightly in the darkness. Kick the can! Nighttime! And we're actually, that's perfect time because we're almost on an hour. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much. I am going to try to do a recording of this tomorrow morning, so that way it will be up on Sunday. No. Yes. Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday, I'm out of town. So there probably won't be a Ever 17 video. And I'm probably gonna play Silent Hill on Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, if I can. That means I'm gonna have to make 3 videos tomorrow. Oh boy. But anyway, I love you all so very much. Thank you for everything. And until next time, my friends, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.